Hi everyone, my name is Connie. I'm a marketing strategist and agency owner. I'm here to tell you the top 5 questions that you must ask when you're interviewing a marketing agency for your business. Top 5 things that every agency should pass in order for you to consider them to be your marketing partner. And the reason why I say the 5 things that they must pass is this. If you were looking to hire a nanny or a babysitter, would you have 5 criteria and say, oh, they don't meet one, but that's okay. They don't have to know CPR. No, these are non-negotiables, right? When you hire someone to take care of your children, you want to make sure that they are CPR certified, they love kids, your kids love them. Like there's these top 5 things that you're going to have in place. Do you have that for your marketing agency? Are you just asking general questions? Here's question number 1. Have you had success with a client who is in the same industry that I am in? Now listen to that carefully. It's not, have you had success with a client? They could have had success with a free client because, you know, the ROI is very easy to meet. But have you had success in the same industry that I am in? So an example is that let's just say you are selling supplements, but they have had success selling baby clothes. Those are very, very different. I mean, there's some overlap, but they're very, very different. They're marketed differently. They're regulated differently. So you really need to know if they have had success selling products or services in the industry that you are in. In addition to that, they could easily say, yes, I have. Well, can you share with me a little bit more about the campaign that was run? Can you share with me a little bit about the success that was achieved? If they can't give you some of those answers, I would question what their definition of success is. So make sure to know that the success that they have had is in the industry that you are in your business, and ask them for some more details. So question number 2, what you would ask your marketing agency that you are interviewing. You would ask them, are you the one that will be working on my account, or will there be an account manager? This is something that I think people don't realize until after they've started working with them, when they've already committed, payment's been made, agreement's been signed, maybe they're even locked into a contract. So it's really important to ask this early on, where you say, will I be working with you, or will I be working with the account manager? It's not a bad thing if you're working with an account manager. It's just, will I be able to have a chance to speak with them prior to signing the contract? Because you want to know how knowledgeable this account manager is. And so here's an example. When I was getting married back in 2007, I hired, he was voted one of the top 10 wedding photographers in Orange County in California. And I was excited. We paid top dollar. Turns out I was not getting him. I was getting his associate. I don't even know what level of associate. I don't even think it was a senior associate, but I was getting an associate. She was a photographer under his brand, but it wasn't him. So when he was voted top 10 photographer, do you think it was her work, or do you think it was his work? There's a big difference there. And so if you're okay with the associate, because maybe you're paying less, which in this case I didn't, I still had to pay premium for the photography company and did not get the premium photographer, I would say with a marketing agency, if you are getting an account manager, and there are amazing account managers out there, so not to say that having an account manager means the end of the world, absolutely not. It's just I think you should always meet them prior to the agreement is signed. So the question is, hi, will I be working with you or will I be working with an account manager? Oh, account manager. Will I be able to have a chance to talk to them prior to us working together so I can see if we connect and we have good rapport? And I think that's a fair question to ask. And I think it's very important that you have a good connection because honestly, being the marketing partner that a marketing agency would need to be, you work very closely together and that's super important. So that's number 2. So here's number 3. Number 3 will be, what project management tool do you use and how often are we communicating? So you need to know yourself if you like to have lots of updates and you like lots of communication. This is an important question to know. So that way, if they had no intention of having weekly calls with you, you need to know. You need to be aware of that. If they do, and you and that's what you need, then that's perfect. Then it's a perfect fit. So what management tool and how you can communicate with them, how you can reach out to them, how you can ask questions. That's very important to make sure that you feel that things are in progress, things are happening without you having to feel like you're burdening them, because that's the last thing you want to do, where you feel like you don't feel comfortable reaching out to your marketing team. So that would be question number 3. Here's question number 4. How do you do your reporting? Simple question, right? A little bit loaded. So here's the backstory. If they are not doing reporting, they are not analyzing your data. If they are not doing reporting, they are not analyzing your data. You need to have your data analyzed. The purpose of the stats that you get from marketing and to know if something is working and not working is to analyze the data. So by asking, how do you do your reporting? Can I see a sample of some of your reporting in the past? That will help gauge, okay, this is a company, not only do they create stuff, but they actually analyze stuff. You look to see what's working, what's not working, you adjust, you modify, you optimize. So that's a very important question. How do you do your reporting? So question number 5 is, who is your favorite client and why? Very simple, but basically what you're really trying to do is find out a little bit more about them, what they love, they dislike in a working professional environment. We don't need to know like that they like skateboarding or something on the weekends or anything like that, but it's really just figuring out what is their work style. And as they describe their favorite client, check to see, does that sound like me? Does that resonate? And do I match that, those characteristics that they're sharing? If you don't, if you're the complete opposite, that is, there might be a problem. It might not be a good fit, and now you know early on. If you have a lot of overlap where the person that they're describing sounds a lot like you, then great. Then you guys are potentially, that's a good sign that it's a good fit. So make sure to ask, who is your favorite client and why? Thanks so much for listening. I'm just going to recap the top 5 questions for you here. So question number 1, have you had success with clients in my same industry? And share with me a little more details about the campaign and the results. Number 2 is, will I be working with you or with an account manager? Number 3, what project management tool are you using and how often will we be communicating? Number 4, what kind of reporting are you currently doing? And number 5, tell me a little bit about your favorite client and why. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was valuable. I have a PDF download for you if you just click the link below. And I wish you luck in finding that perfect marketing agency. Thanks.